Hi, welcome back to Chop's Garage. Now, those of you that watch the channel regularly will know my channel is all about being 100% honest about the car trade and 100% honest about pretty much everything within the business I'm doing. I've shared with you before profits off of cars. I've shared with you before revenue that I generate from YouTube. I'm all pretty much all out in the open for everyone to see. So it's time to fess up on the Ford Fusion. So in that video, I told you guys that I bought this car without checking it out on Car Vertical, the car checking service, and it turned out that it was a Cat N vehicle and I hadn't known, and I'd made a big mistake. And obviously within that video I also had an advert for Car Vertical, which is a sponsor of Chop's Garage. Now immediately a lot of you called me out for saying, no James, you got that car specifically for the Car Vertical advert to promote them. You did it entirely for that. You didn't buy the car at all for stock purposes. It was purely to advertise Car Vertical. So it is time to fess up, guys. The truth is that I am an idiot and I didn't do a check on the car. Sorry to disappoint, but that was the truth. I saw the car. I thought it'd be a good piece of stock. I knew the guy who was selling it. It was an automatic, which I know are in demand. And I messaged him and I bought the car without running the check first. So sorry for all those naysayers out there. That was the truth. And as always, the truth is a simpler story, guys, because it is the truth. It'd be nice to think I could buy cars for over £1,000 purely for an advertiser. The truth is I'm a small channel and I'm afraid they don't pay you the kind of revenue that allows you to buy cars for over £1,000 just to advertise them. The fact is, yes, I've got to deal with Car Vertical where I am due to produce a certain amount of videos per month. I think it's 3 this month. When you buy a car like this and you haven't done a check, of course you're going to use that because it's a perfect example of why you should be using the service. I got overexcited, I rushed in, I bought the car without checking. I don't want you guys to do that kind of thing. I'm a dealer, I've got a volume of cars, I can get out of it. You know, I can normally get out of the situation because I'm trading lots of other cars. But if it's your only vehicle and that situation happens and you've paid more than you should have done for the car, there's not much you can do about it. So of course I'm going to use that as part of it. But the truth is, yeah, I got too excited, bought the car too quickly, didn't do the checks. And yes, it would have been worth more, but it's still worth good money, even as a Cat N. I've adjusted the price accordingly for a Cat N, so the price is fair, so the buyer will get a fair deal. And it's still a great little car. It really is. We're going to stick it down for an MOT, and we're going to see how we get on that. Good news, Fake Fusion is back from the MOT. It was only gone for an hour or so. They did it straight away. It went straight through. I think it needed a bulb, he said. So we've got an advisory-free MOT on it now. Ideal. And because I haven't had to put any money into it, it means I can be a little bit keener on the price if I want to. I might straighten it up a little bit. Yeah, so I reckon we can 2495 that now. At 2495, that is almost £1,000 less than Auto Trader says for a non-Cat car, with a fresh ticket on it and a warranty. So, make a good little car for someone, that. He said it was good as well. He said, obviously, well, it's obviously decent because it's gone straight for the MOT, but he said, yeah, underneath it all, it's all good. He was happy with the drive, so game on. So Fake Fusion is sold. So yeah, that's sold. That's sold to someone to watch the video. So they knew all about the car, came and had a good look at it, spent a good lot of time going around the car. We've agreed for a couple more bits to be done before the vehicle's sold, and agreed to sale price 2795 for that one. It's like I said, I did think after the MOT I could do it for 2.5, so I advertised it for 2.5, but we're now doing a full cam belt. We're doing all the tensioners, the water pump, which runs separately from the cam belts, so wouldn't necessarily be done normally, all the auxiliary belts. We're putting a new spare wheel in the boot, getting hold of the parcel shelf for it, so that extra money isn't going in my pocket, it's going in the car. My margin is the same, all that money's been spent on doing the work on the car. And the person buying it has absolutely the right idea. They're not focused on those cosmetics, they're focused on the mechanicals of the car. And without a history to tell us when the cam belt was done last, the safest thing is to, rather than just get the car cheap, is to get the cam belt done as well. And then mechanically, they know they're good to go on that front. So the Moores boys, as always, sorted me out. I said, really, I want to get it done within a few days, and they've booked it straight in, so we're getting that done. Right, a bit of a crazy day today. Friend Austin's picking up the Yeti tomorrow, so I want to give that a clean and tidy up before then. But the chap who was having the i10 as is rang yesterday and said, oh, I've spoken to my son now, and he says I should pay more and have checks done and this, that and the other. So I've dropped that down to, went down to Moore's yesterday. It had an MOT last month, so what we decided to do was a PDI instead, because that will include more things than the MOT. So tyre pressures, everything else. Got a report off them that I can give to the chap. He said, I'll still take it dirty, I just wanted it mechanically as it was, but I'm not going to send it out dirty, so I'm going to give that a clean. I'm going to pull it outside, give that a clean. I'll just give it a wash and a hoover and a little bit of plastic treatment. I'm trying not to go too crazy on it, because he's still got a better deal on it than he should have done, really. The Yeti, I've got to, say, again, that's really only going out a break even from a friend, so I can't really be affording to spend too much time on that, but I will give it a proper good clean up and a tidy up. The Fusion's got to go down because we agreed as part of the sale we're going to do the cam belt on it, so that's got to go down and have the cam belt done on it. And all at the same time trying to do a little bit of content for you guys as well. We've got the Land Rover next door, so that's back from its advisory free MOT, and I've got to do the plastics on it. I haven't opened up yet, so I can't show you. I'm saving all the content for that for one video because it's quite a big, nice transformation on that. Still haven't done anything with the cash guy we got. I wanted to wash that and photograph it, even before it went down for MOT, but still haven't got around to doing that, and haven't got around to doing anything with the 2017 208, which I've got quite a bit of money tied up in. So I really want to get that cleaned up and done. The rest of it out there I'm not too worried about. I'll work my way through that as and when. But stuff is selling again. As soon as I get it ready, it's selling, and obviously some of it's selling before it's even ready. I do target myself quite heavily each month. I want to hit the numbers, and when I'm in a good month, rather than thinking, oh, I've had a good month, I try and go to the next number and next number. It's just the way it is. It's kind of ingrained in me, years in sales now. DS3 is obviously gone out the door. So once the DS3 and the Yeti are gone, that's my oldest piece of stock, I think. I think the Nissan Micra with the hole in the roof is coming up second. Right, lots of cleaning to do. You don't need to see that. I'm just going to be cleaning. That's the i10 cleaned and out the door. Making progress with the Yeti. We're giving it a wash. I've treated the leather, done all the seats there, and cleaned it all inside the boot. Had to get all these seats folded forward because there's a load of gunk underneath them, so all this is cleaned up now. So we've got to do the front seats, give it a machine polish, and then chill. So Adrian from A&K Van Service is in the house. He's got the little Gordini loaded up, ready to take to our subscriber. You've got a long way to go with that one, haven't you? Where is it? We don't know where it's going. We're just going to drop it off for the services and hope for the best. So if you want anything randomly dropped off somewhere, this is the guy to talk to. You have vans as well, don't you, for house moves? Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So get your house stuff just dropped off somewhere random as well. Ideal. So as you can see, with the Yeti gone, with the Twingo gone, with the DS3 gone, with the Hyundai i10 gone, that was a strange one, wasn't it? That guy, when he came to see me, saw the car outside. It wasn't prepped, ready for sale at all. I'd just come back from lunch with the family, and he was absolutely adamant. He had his friend there. He was absolutely adamant they were going to buy that i10. No prep, because he owned a business. He'd done stuff like this before. He understood. I even said to him, you realise you'd be giving up your consumer rights if you buy it trade. Yeah, I understand that completely. Him and his friends started going for Auto Trader, going, oh, there's cheaper cars there. And I said, well, there isn't, because Auto Trader says it should be 4.4. And I've offered it to you at 3,995 full retail. No, I want it with nothing at all done to it. I'll just buy it as it is. He was quite a forceful chap. And then I get a phone call the next day going, oh, yeah, my son says I should get it with all the checks done and with a warranty. And I'm a little bit too old to making decisions like that anymore. It was quite a massive flip, that, really. So yeah, I'm glad I did it at the higher price with all the warranty, because that could have come back to bite me, because you know what would happen if I'd sold it like that. And then that second character came out, the one on the second day, to the family. I'd have had people knocking on the door, ringing me, going, I was a bad dealer. So anyway, just a quick update on what's been going on there. Loads more cars coming into stock. I've got a ton coming into stock. So there's going to be lots of content, and we're going to find out the good and the bad and the ugly from all of those. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Massively appreciated. Catch you again soon.